Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ankerstar Wealth Market Update. I'm your host, Allison Ankerstar, and today we'll be talking about the stock market bounce this morning, the move in Robinhood stock, and cryptocurrency Luna finding zero. But before we begin, as a reminder, this is a financial education presentation and should not be construed as personal financial advice. Full disclaimer information is available at ankerstarwealth.com. Good morning, Steve. The stock market rallied late yesterday back to even, and the futures are up big this morning. Is the stock market bottom in?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Allison. And, today is Friday the 13th, so I dare make a call like, yes, the bottom is in on such a, an interesting day. But yeah, I really do think that, you never know for sure as far as whether bottoms are in or not. But certainly if you roll back to Monday, I did the stay calm, pass the ammo. Yesterday, I was talking about holding the line. Yesterday actually did find green in the NASDAQ throughout the day. And then, of course, when you look here at the futures today, they're up nicely, right? Almost 2% in the NASDAQ and over percent in the other two. So let's take a look at the chart. Probably the NASDAQ's the best one to look at because the tech names are starting to come back. Again, you have the 1-year chart here. So what am I so happy about? I'm happy about that move right there at the tail after, yeah, this has been a house of pain. A lot of folks have been asking, is it time to bail out, take your football and go home and quit investing because it's all rigged? I've had that speech with some folks this week. Did lose a client earlier in the week. I talked about that. But yesterday I had a couple of good conversations about specifically the situation, and it was good. It was new investor, new meaning within the past 6 weeks or so, and asking about how do you know when it's time to buy more, right? Well, you start buying more when you think the bottom is near, not in necessarily, but near. So I've been talking about it all week, been putting money to work all week. So if you put in money this week, I think you're going to be very happy with the situation in the long term. So, that's a 1-year chart. You get to the 5-year chart, a little more instructive of, yeah, these things happen, right? We saw it happen December 18, we saw it happen March 2020. Those are the data points that we're using. So it happened again, really the 4-month stretch that is 2022, has been horrible with a little hope in here. And then, but the rest of the part has basically been straight down. So it is the bottom end. I really think so. I've been talking about it all week. You can't guarantee anything like that, but I'm perfectly comfortable with putting new money to work here, Allison.
Next, Robinhood stock is up nicely this morning due to an investor announcing a large stake. Is HOOD a buy, sell, or hold?
Yeah, I mean, Hood stock is, Robinhood ran into a lot of problems early on. So when you think of the history of the company, Robinhood, catchy name, right? Let's steal from the rich and give to the poor. The app, the user interface and the app experience was kind of perfect, right? So, I mean, it was the smartphone entry, and it was targeted at millennials, which overall, I've always said this is a good thing. You get young folks investing, even if they lose money, they're building habit patterns and an understanding and things of how markets work, and that will benefit them for the next 50 to 60 years of their investing lifetime. So overall, it's a net win, even if, they get burned on crypto or whatever they happen to invest in. If it doesn't go well, at least they have the experience, right? And that scar tissue is what makes all of us who we are throughout our lives. So is it time to invest in Robinhood? Well, there's lots of major names moving this morning. Goodness, A-Firm holding up 38, MicroStrategy bouncing. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And then Twitter selling off. But specifically to Robinhood, this individual, I don't know who that is. Maybe I should, but I don't. Revealed a 7.6% stake in the company, third largest shareholder. So a vote of confidence there. When you really look at the stock, though, it's up 22% this morning, or 20% now. And you back this chart out. Oh my goodness. It was up at right? Where is this? Up at 70 and now it's down to 10. So if you happen to be the one, the world's most unlucky investor and you put money in at 70, you're down, oh my gosh, what is that, 83%, if I can do math, 87% maybe. So, lots of folks have been buying through here, right? That whole $15 range now down, I think it broke down below 9. So you're going to see a lot. I think you're going to see a lot of buying here. If you're a trader, I would say absolutely hop on this train. It's up 21% this morning. It's got all this room to run higher with the big vote of confidence. I think it's a great trade. Long term, do I want to hold Robinhood? I'll officially call it a hold because if you have it, I would say keep it. But I'm personally not buying it with any expectation that it's going to become best of breed or pull an Apple or Microsoft and go up for the next 40 years. I don't think it has the power to kind of take over what I would call the bigger players in the space, the Schwabs, Fidelities, Vanguards of the worlds that are kind of the tried and true trusted names. So I just don't think the millennial crowd is sticky enough to, I'm all in for Robinhood for life. That's not my impression. So, but overall, yeah, if you want to trade, I think you can grab some. It's probably going higher from here, but it certainly doesn't meet my investing criteria. So I will officially call it a hold.
Last, cryptocurrency Luna is officially worth nothing. While Bitcoin bounced significantly yesterday, what's going on in the crypto world?
I had an interesting conversation. Client reaches out yesterday and says, I can't see I can't see Bitcoin going any lower. And at the time, I think I looked at the spot price was like 28,500. And he goes, what's your take? Is it going lower from here? And I'm like, I think the bottom's in on Bitcoin as well. Now, you roll back 2 years. I was kind of in the camp of, cryptocurrencies just made up nonsense. And, yeah, maybe you make money, maybe you don't. More of a gamble than a true investment. So I've changed my tune, right? So I'm a believer in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I see how they have a place in this world. I see that they are in high demand. Bitcoin is attractive, especially because there's only a finite number of them. So it can't be manipulated like any fiat currency. We've seen that with the US dollar, hence stimulation checks and inflation, shock face. A year and a half later, we have inflation from giving out free money to everybody. It's like, okay, enjoy your free money and your $5 gas a year and a half later. So we kind of know that doesn't work. So it can't be manipulated. So that's what I find it attractive. I don't know 30, 40, 50 years where this stuff's going to be, but certainly Bitcoin and Ethereum have a role. Now, Luna, I'm not all that familiar with Luna, and it's tethered to UST and there's an algorithm and blah, 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 blah. Well, it all failed, right? So it literally went to zero. So from the beginning, there have been some legendary investors, Charlie Munger is one of them, that said all crypto will be worthless. I think Warren Buffett has said much the same, but kind of toned it down when crypto started being the latest craze, right? But there are certainly folks out there that don't believe. And, a lot of this is some, if enough people believe, then it becomes a thing, right? That's just how the world works. So you have Luna, that's it's supposed to be pegged to the dollar, at $1, excuse me, not to the dollar, but at $1 valuation, and it failed. So what will happen now to other cryptos, some of the altcoins, I have a less acceptable term for them I use in person. But those coins, are the rest of them are we going to start seeing other coins out there on the risk scale fail? I think so. I don't think the world has room for all of them. I don't think you can get, you can't make up like an alley coin and just, market it, right? And people have been doing that. So it's I think this might start some cleansing of the crypto world, which would probably be healthy. Stock market does that on its own. Certain stocks fail, go away, go out of business, and, the stronger ones run. But overall, I like what I'm seeing in the crypto space. Your question wasn't about Bitcoin, but, is Bitcoin a buy here? Well, yeah, I think right around that $30,000 range, I just can't see it going below that. So overall, I think there's some exciting opportunities in the crypto space.
Thank you, everyone, for your questions. Please submit your questions as a comment through social media or directly to our email at vipservices@ankerstarwealth.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get daily updates. That's all we have for today's show. I'm Allison Ankerstar, and we'll see you back here Monday.